Today I'm going to tell you an interesting story about the life of Saint Teresa of Avila. Saint Teresa is also known as the Doctor of the Church, and is also the patron saint of migraines and those who are ridiculed because of their faith. She was born on March 28, 1515 in Avila, Spain. Her name was Teresa Sánchez de Cepeda Ahumada. Her family was known to be very deeply Catholic, and her father was a successful textile merchant in Spain. In her early life, Teresa was drawn to pleasures and comfort because of her father's wealth. She also struggled to balance her spiritual life and her attraction to worldly things, but she was known to be charming, intelligent, and loved to read romantic novels. At age 14, her mother died, and Teresa turned to the Virgin Mary as her spiritual mother. By 16, her father sent her to a convent school for discipline, but Teresa secretly longed for deeper meaning. At 20, despite her father's resistance, she joined the Carmelite convent of the Incarnation in Avila. But life in the convent wasn't what she expected. For her, prayer was just like a routine, and the nuns were distracted with the worldly concerns. Saint Teresa was looking for something deeper. However, she contracted a disease in the convent and got seriously ill. Many of the nuns believed she had died, but later she said that during her illness, while unconscious, her soul underwent a deep purification. In her mid-30s, Saint Teresa experienced a profound spiritual awakening. Her life changed forever when she had a mystical vision. She said an angel appeared to her and pierced her heart with a golden spear and filled it with an overwhelming love for God. This vision, also known as the transverberation of the heart, became a symbol of her divine mission. She believed Christ himself spoke to her, calling her to reform the Carmelite order, and that the nuns must live in simplicity, absolute prayer, and devotion to God. Her reforms spread quickly. Over the next 20 years, she established 17 convents and 2 monasteries across Spain. She also became a gifted writer and spiritual teacher. Her most famous works include The Interior Castle and The Way of Perfection. These books revealed her deep understanding of the soul's relationship with God and the stages of spiritual growth through prayer. She also had a close friendship with Saint John of the Cross, who helped her reform the Carmelite monasteries. In her later life, her health worsened, and on October 4, 1582, she died in Albatormes in Spain at the age of 67. After her death, her body was buried inside the Carmelite monastery, and since then her remains are still preserved inside the chapel of the monastery. This site has also become a popular pilgrimage destination where people come to offer prayers and devotion. In 1622, Saint Teresa was canonized by Pope Gregory XV, and in 1970, Pope Paul VI proclaimed her as the first female doctor of the Church. Her feast day is celebrated every 15th of October. If you like stories like this, support us, follow, like, and subscribe.